Selamlar arkadaşlar. Çinli büyük satıcıların danışmanı olarak bilinen John Z ile bir sunum, yarı sunum, yarı eğitim şeklinde bir yayın yaptık. Bu yayın arkadaşlar biraz ileri seviye. 3 bölümden oluşuyor. İlk bölümünü nispeten biliyor olabilirsiniz. Daha önce bahsetmiştim. Fakat ikinci ve üçüncü bölümler özellikle oldukça ileri seviye, oldukça teknik bilgiler. Şimdi bu yayın kime göre diye sorarsanız bu arkadaşlar yeni başlayan kişilere uygun bir yayın olmayabilir. En azından belli bir cironun üzerinde ve belli bir bilgi seviyesinin üzerinde olmalısınız anlamak için. Tabii ki bilmiyorsanız izlemenizde bir zarar yok. Fakat çok fazla anlam ifade etmeyecektir. Normalde arkadaşlar bu tarz bilgiler internette yapılan böyle 5 kişilik 10 kişilik webinarlarda 2500-3000 dolara satılıyor. Nereden biliyorsun derseniz ben de daha önce birkaç kere almıştım. Dolayısıyla belli bir cironun üzerindeki arkadaşlara oldukça yardımcı olacağını düşünüyorum. Bir bakın bakalım Çinliler nasıl bu işleri yapıyor, nelere dikkat ediyorlar. Hoşunuza gideceğini düşünüyorum. İyi izlemeler. Valuable data and information he has. I will welcome you to John's webinar.
Hi, this is John Z from China. I prefer that nobody knows me in Western countries or in overseas countries because I'm based in China, and I have personally, my team have been selling on Amazon and some other platforms since 2012. So it's almost like 7 or 8 years already. I have my own brands, several brands that have been selling on Amazon and some other platforms. That's probably up to 14 platforms around the globe, and including the Shopify and some of the personal websites that I've been selling. I'm treating myself as more than a brand building guy, other than Amazon e-commerce seller, because we have been putting a lot of efforts on doing brand building, including online and offline strategies. And one of our brand have been engaged with Walking Dead season 6. I'm sure that everybody else have been heard about the TV show The Walking Dead. We have been engaged with season 6 cast and crew with them, and we also have engaged with the United States local Idaho state parks. So, and I am also a Amazon software founder of the debrief.net. It's about Amazon's keywords analysis and customers behavior analysis and the PPC enhanced Autobits enhanced tools. And yeah, we are also the software developer. So, and this is my background. And today I'm going to talk about the Amazon algorithms and traffic analysis. So from now on, so I bet most of the Amazon sellers out there are not have never heard about these stuff. So I'm just simply keep going. And this today I'm going to talk about 3 parts. Part 1 is inference engine. So I'm not sure that sellers out there heard about the inference engine, i.e. the IE engine. We found the inference engine module under the seller support ticket system because we have our internal IT team to dig a lot of loopholes and some of the internal data or the backend data, dig as much data as possible. So we found the inference engine once we created seller support ticket. And then we got the diagnosis. There is a module called Inference Engine, and it is its function is diagnose listing quality. So if you don't know your listings quality, if it's good or not, if it's good or bad, this is a good tool, or this is a good place to go. I'll just give you more details. And The inference engine, the module include different parts. First is the engine diagnose subject, the listing subject, the listings bullet point, product description, and as well as backend search term and browse nodes and photos, etc. So from this point on, we're just only talk about the letters or words part. We don't talk about the browse nodes. We don't talk about photos part because these are not measurable. So the next slide. So these are the aspects or elements that Amazon, the algorithm or the engine will diagnose if your listing has any problem or have any quality problem about your listing. It mainly covered the ASINs, the listings, subject, and bullet points and product description. So most of them cover all these not to do attributes. So let's go just simply go over this. Number one is adult product, of course. Amazon's gonna diagnose if the listing have any like adult content, and it is in attribute if the attribute or the subject or a bullet points or a product description have any value that contains HTML tags. So Amazon is gonna diagnose it as well. And if the listings title, the words needs to be capitalized. Every word, every first letter of the first letter of every word of the title. And of course, Amazon is gonna diagnose all the if your listing have any pricing information, including the like a subject, like the bullet point and product description. Amazon's not gonna like it if you add like pricing information onto these three attributes. And of course, the promotional message and if the value also abusive in sexual wellness with reason, and if the units are abbreviated, its words are in all caps or numerals are spelled out. So I believe these are very obvious, but Amazon actually Amazon is very surprisingly in the back end. They gave the system give out all the fixed rules on all of these diagnoses in the inference engine. So this is very ugly. Its attributes are ugly, but it's you can just simply know all these attributes fixed rules. That numeral list includes like spell out all the numbers. And restricted characters, the Amazon diagnoses the tool, it obviously give out the fixed rules about what types of restricted characters that Amazon is not going to like it, and as well as the sexual wellness list, and these are very bad words, and units map and pricing information, the save money, grade 4, grade best selling, special offer. I know some of the seller out there, they're still using these kind of information, pricing information on their listing, like warranty, money back, discounted price, save percentage of like a cash, something like that. It's very, it's prohibited actually. So, and the promotional message, of course.
Affect your ranking? Like if you use them, does it mean that it is going to be harder for you to get ranked?
Yeah. So Amazon's gonna somehow Amazon's gonna suppress your listing and lower rate or low ranking your listing without any notice. If it's severe, so Amazon is gonna send you a notification by email that your listing is suppressed by violated some of the rules above.
But even if they don't suppress you, there is still a probability that the ranking is not going to be as effective as without these words, I guess.
Well, I can't say it's very severe that will impact the your listings ranking, but yeah, everybody wants a very precise or very good listing quality. So I actually will follow up Amazon's rules to edit your listings based on these rules, especially the promotional message list. I bet a lot of Amazon sellers out there using these kind of phrases, especially like a Christmas like gift and Christmas gift, something like Black Friday offer, Valentine's Day, something like that. So these are very prohibited under the Amazon's inference engine system. So these are very complicated. So I just like a short. I just simply copy and save it to Google Docs, and you can just simply download it. List of rules.iok.ai. It's a complete. It's a complete rules out there. You can just download it. Like I said, it's you can just ignore it or even not to correct it. But there are like negative score weights that you don't know anything about that, even because Amazon doesn't release the rules out there. So based on these rules, you can correct it or enhance your listings quality by the above rules. That would be a very good strategy. So and we had like a 7-year listing, a 7-year-old listing that after we get through all these diagnosis aspects, we still found some errors and some minor errors that we should need to update it and correct it. So I believe you go back and download the tool documents, and you just diagnose yourself one by one. You'll find out what happened to your listing. Right. So from the part 2 is the algorithms of the associated traffic. So when you heard about the associated traffic, it must be like a FBT, frequently bought together. So it's under the title of the listing, the photo. So you can see the frequently bought together. One of the ASIN is one of your product, and the other two is it's probably your competitor or your relative product lines. So these are the frequently bought together, and the other section is under the product description, maybe above the product description. There are like customers who bought this item also bought. So based on our internal data analysis report, that is called page analysis report, we pull out some ASINs report, and we summarize around like 10% of the traffic comes from associated traffic from these like frequently bought together, abbreviated.
That is a lot, actually.
Yeah, around 10% of the traffic come from these two sections, FBT and customer who bought this item also bought. So 10%, this means a very, very big amount of this means a lot, right? So if you found a way to inference or get as many as these traffic as possible, that means that leads you around like 10% of the sales from these two traffic. So by controlling these two parts, so actually it's very easy. So everybody knows the super URL. I'm sure everybody knows the super URL that a lot of courses out there are introducing the super URL about the FBT. So it's very simple. It's amazon.com/GP/AWS/card, something like that. It's very easy. There is an add.html question mark, and you can just add your ASIN to this super URL and change the quantity and change the bundled ASIN quantity. Here, I just give out the super URL for two ASINs together. You can just simply add as many as possible into this super URL, but I would recommend 2 or 3. That would be enough. So these are the truth about the associated traffic. How to get these 2 ASIN or 3 ASIN bundled together, so you can see the FBT frequently bought together. There's an A doc leash. The number 2 is doc whatever, or it's doc clothes, or the third one is the doc plate, or something like that. How do you get all these 3 ASIN bundled together to show these under the one of your competitor or your relevant product ASINs frequently bought together section? So it's very simple by using the super URL and publish this super URL to your EDM or like a fans club. If you have an email list, you just simply use the MailChimp to send over like an email campaign to your fans club or your email list. Even set up the advertisement, set up the ads to the Facebook ads, maybe your blog, maybe your own website, whatever traffic that you can think of. Let people to buy these 2 products. Buy these 2 or 3 products using this super URL, and this is the rule of the associated traffic. How to bundle them together. So there are 2 rules. One is 3 or more unique consumers purchase one ASIN and another ASIN together in a day. These 2 ASIN get associated. So this is very easy, but when you consider about your competitor's ASIN and you wanted to tag your own product to one of your competitor or your relative product, you need to consider your competitor, what they're doing. If you're trying to bundle that particular ASIN, that fortunately your competitor is also trying to bundle that particular ASIN as well. So Amazon is going to measure which one is selling many more than the other competitor, bundled together with the same relevant or competitor's product together in a day. So which one bundle sales get more, they got the associated traffic, FBT. So this is not simply just like a 3 or more unique consumers purchase one product with another ASIN together. You need to consider you need to consider and test how your competitor is doing with the same target ASIN you're doing as well. And the second rule is multiple purchases using the same buyer account in a day only counts one associated purchase. That means Amazon actually tracks activities within a day, not 24 hours. And that means it's Amazon's going to calculate and recalculate from 0 to 11:59 p.m. So this is the 2 rules about how you get the associated traffic. That is. And then you know these rules and you know the tactics. You can simply maybe at the beginning you can simply ask your friends or ask your family to click the super URL to buy these 2 products together to see how it goes, and then check out your competitor, what they're doing, and this is very easy to do. And after that, you need to use your enhanced tactic that you just simply use your email list to send out some campaigns and even do some Facebook ads to your target to your super URL, the FBT super URL, and then you can just keep doing it. It's very simple and everybody can do it. After a period of time, you just simply get the FBT that stick to your competitor or your relative product, so that you can by earning this FBT section, it's very low budget. You can't find anywhere else. Even if you use sponsored product ads, AMS, the target display ads, advertising, internal inside of Amazon is going to cost you a lot of money. Of course, you got to do it constantly, but FBT, the tactics, is very economic and budget. You can do it, keep doing it. It's very low price right now.
Well, 10% is a lot. It matters.
Yeah, 10%. Yeah, and the part 3, it's more than some of the data analysis. It's traffic analysis based on ASIN. Speaking of an ASIN traffic, it includes 3 main traffic sources. One is internal traffic, external traffic, and direct link. So 3 main traffic that Amazon is gonna calculate and listen to the traffic that you drive or your customers drive to your listing. So we'll go through it one by one. So the first one is direct link. Of course, it's very simple. The direct link, everybody knows it, is www.amazon.com/dp blah blah blah. This is very direct link. Everybody know it. Based on my experience, it's about like 20% of the traffic that comes from direct link. I don't know why, but this is the data that we heard. And the second one is internal traffic. It includes a lot of Amazon Inside traffic. They have organic traffic, paid searches, for example, PPC, AMS, AAP, and AMG, and something like that, and FBT as well. So in external traffic, it includes like outside of Amazon, social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, some of the blogs and like email EDMs, affiliates, and YouTube, etc. As well as Google. There are a lot of external traffic. So Amazon's also always constantly listen to these traffic sources. For example, if you type out the anchor product, it's a power bank. And if you simply type the anchor product, the power bank, and the SKU on Google, you can simply find out the anchor have put a lot of effort on external traffic, especially on those like electronic media websites, The Verge, the PC magazine, and something like that, and as well as YouTube. This is the very easy way for us to analyzing the external traffic for when a brand when they are trying to launch a new product, what external traffic they are trying to produce at the very first beginning, and this screenshot is a structure, the traffic structure of an ASIN that Amazon's have been constantly listen and trace from internal and externally. So this is inbound traffic. That means there is a URL here. There's an ASIN in the middle of the picture. The left panel, all of these traffic sources, that is inbound traffic. That means there are around 100% of the traffic. Where do these traffic comes from? Where do these traffic come from? And then the destination is your own product ASIN. So here it is. The first one, majority of the 66% is Gold Box. All right. So both Gold Box and the detail page, like I said, detail here, the backend the internal data that shows detail, it's specifically referred to FBT. And following is the search, of course, the search, organic and paid search. Zeitgeist is the bestseller page of the bestseller page of the subcategory that your ASIN's particularly in. It's around like 3%. Shopping cart, you have like 2.4%. Landing pages, customer reviews, 1.8%. Your account, authenticating portal. I don't know every detail, but from the name of it, you can find out the most important part of the traffic, that the inbound traffic that you need to pay attention. I'm going to give you some more summarized screenshots in the following. So this is the second screenshot from Amazon. So this is the outbound traffic. For example, this URL be something like one ASIN, and on the right panel there are as well 100% of the traffic. So it's outbound traffic. It means after the customer visit your listing, visit your product listing, where do these customers go to? Yeah, so where do these customers go to? They go into Gold Box, they go into detail page. Here it means after the customers visit this product, your listing, and they're going to other FBT section. Under your FBT, customers also view this product, also review, or bought this item, also bought, something like that. They go to other relevant product or your competitor's product, and some other video ads, shopping cart, offering listing, search, something like that. These are the main traffic destination source that after your customers visit your product. So I made a very simple chart for you to get you some ideas about your inbound traffic. Which one is the most important? Of course, from the bottom, of course, it is a Gold Box. It is the add to cart. This is add to cart, Gold Box, 66%. And the detail is FBT. In the search, is 8.7%. Search, ranking organic search, of course, internal organic search. Zeitgeist is the bestseller page under your subcategory that your product is in. And the shopping cart is 2.4%. Your account, blah, blah, blah, a lot of it is gateway. Here it means gateway. Here, gateway is when you log into your Amazon buyer account, and the first screen is the gateway. It is called the gateway based on the customer's viewing history and buying history. Amazon's give out some recommendations on the gateway, like man shoes, deal of the day, women's fashion. This is the gateway. So the gateway is around like 0.6%. It's very small. And here, the internal traffic. So actually, Amazon's have been constantly trace all the internal traffic in here. I don't know every detail of it, but from the name that listed, we can simply identify some of the major traffic source that we can get engaged. So this is how you figure out how to read these information, especially the detail, glance, view, associated traffic. This is the FBT. Based on this information, based on this chart, the list, guess what? How many aspects, how many traffic that you can engage, or how many aspects of traffic you can manipulate in any way. So you just go through it one by one. One is Gold Box, of course. This is the buy box, and detail. FBT, you can engage using the my part one strategy, so it's very easy. The SAS, I don't know, actually I don't know all these stuff, so just skip it. Offering listing, I don't know what it is. keyword, Ajax, what is, I don't know either. The shopping cart, obviously we cannot control it. And gateway, of course, we cannot control it as well. Your orders and landing is not what we can do. The best seller, the bestseller badge, the bestseller of the page in the subcategory, it actually ranks once your product sells the best. So your ASIN is going to be ranked as the #1 at the bestseller page. So this is you need to think methods, or if you find out how to get the bestseller page from the top 10 maybe, because because around like 3% of the traffic comes from the bestseller page. This is very weird, but if you manipulate well, you get the 3% of this traffic. All right, and the customer reviews. Yeah, there are a lot of ways to get you customer reviews. Black heads, white heads, gray head, whatever you can get, cut as
All
many
colors.
reviews. Yeah, so this is a lot of methods that you can do. And review your purchases, of course, is obviously we cannot manipulate, or we cannot take advantage of that. Your browsing history, it's something like that. It's impossible for us to interference. All right. So, like I said, traffic that we can intercept, we can take advantage, or we can manipulate, is the gold box. By doing the lightning deal, best deal, deal of the day, you can get your buy box like as long as possible. And detail FBT, like I said, associated traffic, you can get relative or competitors ASIN associated by using my part 1 strategy tactic. And the third one, search, is using use the sponsored product ads, Facebook ads, fans club, whatever you can think of to get your product to be searchable and ranked to the first page as possible. So this is the strategy. And the AMS Retail API is AMS ads. So you can also run some AMS ads to get the internal traffic. And AMG, so the AMG refers to Amazon Media Group. From what I heard, they charge like $50,000 from the start to run the very good, very decent placement ads. So this is up to you. It's a very high price, actually. I think it's for a very huge brand. Therefore, huge brand, AMG. So talking about the external traffic. All right, external traffic, they include free traffic and paid traffic. Sometimes when your products are selling pretty well, Amazon will pay some external traffic by doing like Google AdWords and some other paid traffic as well. Here it is the free traffic. Amazon has been constantly tracing your products outside of Amazon. One is email channel, email source, and the search engine, the main Google, AOL, Yahoo, Ask, and the social media, like I said, Facebook, Pinterest, Tumblr, and something like that, YouTube, AAP. AAP is actually Amazon's like a Kindle, Fire Stick, the tablet channel, Google product search, the Google AdWords, and mobile ads. Amazon has been constantly tracing all these traffic sources, so you can engage, you can manipulate. And paid traffic, of course, obviously, there is nothing you can do because Amazon done the paid traffic themselves. If your ASIN has been selling very well or ranking very well in Amazon platform, Amazon is willing to pay some money on behalf of you instead of you to do some other outside of Amazon. Pay some money on the traffic. So just there's nothing you can do, but you just check how Amazon is going to trace or how Amazon is paying money on outside of Amazon. This is very good information and intelligence. So by external traffic, free traffic, so do whatever you have to do and do what you can do. Because if you're not doing it outside of Amazon traffic, your competitors are doing it. So these are the page analysis report that we got from Amazon. So by analyzing these page analysis report, it gets you more ideas about how your ASIN's internal and external traffic performance. Let me see. You don't need to check one by one, because I just simply give you a sample so that you can take advantage of every aspect that Amazon trades. You can just, this is a case study, so you just go to pa.iok.ai to download the sample, the document. You just go back and do some analysis of your ASIN and what happens to your ASIN internally and externally. It's very easy. It's very valuable for you to evaluate your ASIN performance. So things to do is tag potential associated traffic. Like I said, based on the traffic analysis, what you can do is, of course, the first one is tag your potential associated traffic by the FBT tactic strategies, and by analyzing the page analysis report, you can also go and check your competitors, what they are doing externally, and you can also check the competitors are doing a lot of deals frequently, because based on the traffic, the Amazon's traceable sources, deals, EDMs, Google AdWords, all these stuff. We can get engaged, we can manipulate. So these are the to-do list after you analyze your own ASIN, the traffic sources. So these are the samples. I'm not sure if you can see it. This is so this is the, I'm not sure. These are the glance view. Like I said, these are the associated ASIN. They have around hits. This means hits. It means clicks every day, and hits percentage 14%. Like I said, the glance view, the associated traffic is very huge. It's very huge. This is the free external traffic. Yeah, there are free search. There are free external traffic that come from Google. In this case, they're around 84% of hits rate. This is huge. This is huge. So that means if you get your ASIN link, to be indexed by Google. So this is very good tactic for you to promote your product outside of Amazon. Well, if you would like to get as many as indexed by Google, you need to spread your ASIN link to as many channels as possible: blogs, websites, affiliates, email, and some other websites, whatever you can think of. So, whole the page analysis report. Again, this is not just one ASIN. So we just from the pa.iok.ai, I just simply give you a downloadable sample document. It lists all of the traffic sources that Amazon has been constantly tracing. So analyzing every sources internally and externally, and set up your own strategies and tactics, how to fulfill, how to meet those rules. It is your priority. So this is the Anchor product history. This is the history of the 2018 July 17, the 1 day of internal traffic sources. And this is the, oh, I actually forgot to get you a Christmas period. This Christmas period page analysis report is very valuable. I'm not sure if Ayigit is able to publish the updated version, because I can send you some more detail about the Anchor product
Sure.
during the Christmas time, because during the Christmas time it reflects a lot more details about how Anchor is doing Amazon inside and outside of Amazon, traffic to the product specifically.
This is very like super valuable, this data.
Yeah.
Luckily, I read
Yeah.
this last time during the last Christmas, and I can say that it helped me so much.
Yeah, so this is very valuable information. Just make sure you don't send over to English-speaking world outside.
Don't worry about it. We'll just keep it in Turkish.
Right. So yeah, I'm gonna send you personally. I'm gonna send you personally about Anchor product, the page analysis report specifically during the Christmas time period, so that you can take this as a gift. You can publish whatever you want to your target audience. So, all right. So this is part 2. Part 3, the last section of my my interview, and the importance list of weights and algorithm based on an ASIN. So this is also what we get from the Amazon internal. This is the data. Let me see. It is importance. Importance means here is the weight, the ranking weight of an ASIN. How Amazon treats an ASIN's ranking weights. They have 18 different elements. So this is the screenshot of the. Of course, obviously, this is from a document. So I just simply made a Excel file here. So there are 18 elements and aspects of ranking weights based on an ASIN. So it combines this 100%. All right. So the first one, the biggest ranking weights is add to cart and over existing add to cart. So this criteria means AOEA refers to add to cart over existing add to cart, and that means is 59%, just nearly 60% of the weights that comes from add to cart and re-add to cart. Here, over existing add to cart means re-add to cart. Re-add to cart means people buy a product and then they keep buying your product again and again. This means re-add to cart. All right. So query count, phrase doc, it means here is the searches, page views. It's around like 15% ranking weights from searches and page views. All right. That combines around 15% of the ranking weights. And the third one is POEP, purchase over existing purchase. That means it is the purchase is the third most important ranking weights, number third, purchases and repurchases. That means purchases and then your products, buy your products again and again. So it ranks the ranking weights around 13%. So phrase doc score, it means product page design, EBC. Like I said, the front end design, the importance is around 8%. Length normalized term doc, it means 2%. Surprisingly, only 2% of the ranking weights comes from backend search terms. All right, so this is surprisingly low. Yeah, surprisingly low. And then the other stuff, I don't know what that is. So we just
don't matter so much anyway.
Yeah, so you just take care of the most important parts. If you want to take advantage of these parts, think of how to get as many add to cart as possible and search and how to get your purchase and repurchase as many as possible. This is a very tactic way. So you just go back and set up some strategies based on different ranking weights. This is the valuable stuff. On the other stuff, on the other lower, very small percentage of the ranking weights, we just simply ignore it because it's just very, very small. Clicks, like I said, clicks and over existing clicks, that only surprisingly 0.27 percentage of your total ranking weights. That means it's clicks and CTRs, and then that means if you if you just personally click the product, click over and re-click using different IPs to click the product again and again, it doesn't mean anything. All right, so it's still only 0.27%. So this is the information that you can take advantage. Try to analyze all these figures and how set up your own strategy. So so this is it. And I wrote some personal articles about the data analysis knowledge base. I wrote last year, end of 2018. I believe most of the information are not out of date. So I suggest you go to wiki.debrief.net, the wiki page of my software. You can just simply go to go and check out the data analysis. I wrote some articles out there, so you can just simply go and check out. That includes how to launch a new product, how to choose the right product to launch in 2018, and as well as the data analysis as well. All of the articles I wrote about that. You can go to my wiki page. And I guess this is it. So at the left bottom of my page is my Facebook ID. So it's welcome you to communicate with me and get engaged with me. It's not a problem. I like making friends. And thank you, Yigi, to give me an opportunity to take the interview and give out send out valuable information out there.
Thank you, John. It was amazing. Like really, this is the kind of information you cannot find in any of the training courses. Like this is super advanced and very. It's really hard to find this kind of really quality material. Mm-hmm. Like I don't think any of the online courses have this kind of stuff. It's mostly gibberish, them. So if you don't mind, John, can you tell us about your services that you guys are providing to your customers?
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, we have a lot of services out there for particularly Amazon sellers. We can help sellers to remove negative reviews. We can help you to target, do the FBT instead of FBT service to get you tagged to your competitor or your relevant product using the FBT tactics and strategy. And we can also help you to rank a keyword, the page first, that specifically to your ASIN and your target keyword. And we can also help you to, let me check.
One thing that Turkish sellers are dealing most with is the hijackers. Can you help people with hijackers and removing them from their listings?
Yeah, actually, we have very decent result about hijackers kick off. If you have a very unhappy hijacker, keep hijacking your listing, we can help you out. It would just simply give me like 10 minutes. I'm gonna kick him out in 10 minutes and help you to maintain for a monthly basis. We can also get you the all kinds of information about Amazon data. Some of the time we can help a customer to apply for a deal of the day and best deal, of course. Especially the best deal. We can help a customer to get the best deal up and running without vendor central account. it's working like a charm. We're kind of the deal of the day, and some other like a vendor central account. We need to. We also provide a vendor central account for you to get start selling to Amazon, not selling on Amazon. So these are some of the particular services that we can offer. And
can you put a little bit more emphasis on the ranking? Like, how long does it take? I know it depends on the keywords volume, but just to give out some information to our audience, like how long does it take? Like, how many keywords can you guys rank at one time? Because this is kind of a hot topic, and people are kind of tired of doing giveaways. So, do you think it's efficient and works, in a way that you would like?
Well, speaking to the keyword ranking, we don't do any giveaways. We don't hire people to purchase your product on their own. We just simply drive external traffic to your listing. Most of them, they are just, you can treat it as a white hat. Maybe most of it is gray hat, something like that. It's never a black hat. So. Speaking of the time frame, most of the time we rank every keyword based on the ASIN's relevance, evaluate if the ASIN's competition level and the keywords hot level, and so that we evaluate the time frame, we evaluate the pricing. Most of the time it works within 2 weeks, and then so that we can help you to rank your keyword, target your ASIN within 2 weeks to page first, and then we can help you to maintain it on weekly basis. This is from maybe the first week. The first week pricing is a little bit high, but from the second week on, the price is very, very super low, and it's very easy. We actually have a service name called AMZ Pandora. A lot of like $1 million seller club in the United States. A lot of members are using our services already. So feel free to contact us. Feel free to contact Yigit about that. So that we can give you some.
Yeah, I've been in contact with John for a while now, and I can tell you guys that this presentation, even though it looks huge, it is just the tip of the iceberg. So there is so much going on in AMZ Pandora and in the special WeChat group. I'm actually so lucky that I am one of the members. So just keep in touch, get in touch with John, ask questions. Like, he's a very helpful person. And I can at least say that you are going to learn a lot more than you know right now.
Yeah, thank you, Igit, for the opportunity for me to take the interview.
You're most welcome. Thank you for sharing the great info.